with Joda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake. We're at 1066 Navajo Street. And today is June 11th, 2025. We have the camera pushed out 142 feet. Now, I'm not positive that we're hitting the city line yet, and I'll explain why. It'll make more sense as we pull it back as to why I'm not sure. So far it's looking like you have good grade. I'm not seeing any standing water. This looks like transite, which is cement asbestos pipe. So average length of a sewer line is about 100 feet. This one goes out the back of the house, which is more common on older homes. Goes out the back and makes a turn. There's an access point. And with the way that's feeding in from the top, that makes me think that's more of an access and not that we're in the city line already with a neighboring line dropping in. That looks more like an access, which makes me think that this is all of your line. We just haven't reached the city connection yet. I would maybe get the map from the city. They should have it on file and they can send it to you. It'll show where your sewer line goes, and then you'll have a better idea of where it goes and also how long it is. I think there's a section that we're not seeing. Pretty soon we're going to be to the turn that has me questioning that. I'm accessing the lawn or the line through an access in the basement in the mechanical room. Pretty long line. Now we're transitioning, looks like cast iron. And the issue with cast iron is it gets very rough and rusty, which is what you can see on the screen here. Eventually caps will need to be replaced, but in the meantime you can have it cleaned, which will make it smoother and less likely for waste to get stuck, which can cause a backup. Right here your line makes a turn, and that's possibly dropping into a shared city line only 37 feet out, and it goes out the back of your house, and that's why I'm questioning whether that's actually the city line and it's ran through your yard, or if that's a shared line maybe with a neighbor, because that's also a possibility. With shared lines you would still be responsible for what's downstream with your neighbor. With shared lines, you can't get the same insurance that's available on individual lines. So I'd find out, I'd get the map from the city and find out if it's truly this short of a line and you only have this short section to worry about, or whether it's actually that long and you have a much longer line where we're not seeing the end of it. This is looking really pretty rough. You could have this cleaned, but eventually it will need to be replaced. I would definitely recommend the insurance on this, and that would help offset the cost if and when there's a bigger issue. And there's another turn, kind of similar question as that further one down, 20 feet out, so that's also not very far out. That could also be a shared line. I don't know. I don't think you have anything else feeding from the house to that point, and so that's very possibly a shared line. There could have been another line that used to be subbed out from the garage. That's another possibility. But I think getting the map from the city would be insightful. Most lines don't have those same joints outside. Either they have real obvious cleanouts, or it just goes out and it drops into the city line, and it's clear that you're dropping into a city main line. This one didn't look like that. I'm going to end this recording now.